kind of like quick fire question to kind of finish up before we talk about when the book's available and all that kind of, and where to pick it up from and all that kind of thing. So what the first one, and I haven't actually kind of even hinted at what these may be. So we will fire them at you, and you can see how you feel. So,
great.
What's the most memorable piece of negative feedback that you can kind of just comes to your mind?
Okay. Oh man. So my very first review in any blog or anything. Was on one of the biggest fantasy blogs at the time. It might still be up there. And the guy said, this is very much a YA novel. And I just went like, what? Because it has a young character? Like, did you read the cannibalism and stuff? I mean, like the violence and the what are you talking about? Where I was just bewildered and So I have not had a sorry. So
no, I mean I've heard that said about Mark Lawrence's book as well. Oh, okay. So next one, fantasy character you would most like to punch in the face.
Oh, okay. So somebody else's fantasy character jumped to mind, but we'll not do that. So this is the problem of knowing other fantasy authors is it's really hard to be honest about things sometimes because they're kind of your friends or they are your friends. Well, okay, so Zyman in my books really needs a few punches to the face. So there we go. I chose one of my own not because I'm arrogant, but because I'm not arrogant. There you go. How about that?
I mean, Peter Brett chose Dumbledore, but that's
Oh, brutal. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can pick the authors who are in the stratosphere, and that's probably fine. They'll never find out.
That's the other tactic. So, if you were in the world of the Lightbringer, what color would you wield?
Oh, I would love to wield Peril, but I would probably be more of a super violet, kind of doing things invisibly behind the scenes and people surprised that certain things happen to them.
Awesome. And so, which character do you identify with most emotionally?
Oh. Andros Guile, cold and dead inside.
Kind of scary. So, how proud are you of the Lightbringer books at this point?
Gosh, that's a good question. I'm really proud of certain parts, certain things that I've done, that I've accomplished in there. And then there's, but like I can't listen to my own audiobooks because I want to edit it. So I could pick up any chapter, any page, and probably be like, this should be different. So I'm proud but aware of flaws and a little bit embarrassed about certain things sometimes. But then proud of other scenes. Like sometimes I'll read a scene to prepare for a following scene because it's been 6 years or something since I've read it, and I'll be like, oh, this actually worked better than I remembered. Nicely done. So I'm proud, but not blind to the flaws, I think.
So, and what question should I have asked you in this interview but did not?
I think you should have said, Brent, that thing on page 237. How could you? I think that was the God, that twist. It blew my mind. Can you pay my medical bills? Oh wait, you're in the UK. No one needs to pay your medical bills. So without going into spoiler territory, you should have said, maybe you should have said, Brent, am I right that this is your best book yet?
I mean, the marketing team would have just gone mad if you'd said no. I mean, I'm going to be honest.
Right, it's true. It's true. I guess sometimes we're just not honest, are we? But
I'm not looking forward to reading reviews for this one. I'm sorry. I'd like to apologise in advance. But no, seriously, as I say, I'm about a good third, maybe halfway through, and I think this could, as I've said on Twitter, and I think the few people who have read it agree, this could well be your best book. Which I'm always a bit nervous about saying, because then it makes it sound like the other books were good, but not that. But no,
absolutely not.
This is shaping up to be, really, really impressive. And I said, I think at book 2 that was kind of, one of the best examples of modern fantasy I read. And to say this book I think is better is quite a big thing for me. So yeah, well done. That's a really good thing.
Thank you.
I suppose we better tell people when they can pick it up.
Oh. Okay, you're breaking up a little bit there for me. So, was the question when can people pick it up?
That's certainly the question. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So in the U.S. it's out October 25th. Mm-hmm. Although some people are getting theirs already. I'm not really sure what that's about, but I'm not sure whether to publicize that so that people will be more excited or people will be more pissed if they don't get theirs.
Sure, it's not just like a thing that editors say to make you pre-order it.
Right, exactly.
Pre-order it, you might get it now.
Yes, and in the UK, it's for some reason Americans like to get their books on Tuesdays, and the UK likes to get their books on Thursdays. So it's the 27th of October for the UK. And UK territories insofar as publishing territories. And then if you're from other places, I have people from South Africa and places, the Philippines, ask me, when do I get my book? I have no idea. So I know it takes longer, but I have no idea when. So October 25th and October 27th. It's coming right up here.
And I mean, I think I should say as well that pre-ordering a book, I mean, it seems like a very small gesture, and people always think, I'll pick it up in a few weeks' time and stuff. But pre-ordering a book, really, really helps the author in terms of charts and that kind of thing, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of a big deal for us. And the other thing it does is it looks beautiful in your house, so it beautifies your whole home. And the other thing it does is it encourages bookstores to order more. It's like, it looks like people are really excited about this. So then when they order more, they have to put them on the shelves so that people buy them. So then you have a little more shelf presence, and that's obviously really helpful for people who've never heard of you. Like, who's this? Oh, that's book 5. Maybe I should go check out book 1. So that kind of thing. It's got an exaggerated effect, and so that's why authors are like, yay, pre-order, please. And you can always buy it now and wait a couple weeks to read it if you really have such good self-control.
Mine's up there modelling.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah,
nice placement.
So I think we've gone we've gone about an hour and 15 minutes, which of course kind of what I was hoping for. But I feel we've kind of covered everything, and yeah, I really do think this is, your best book, something you can be really proud of, and thing that readers are gonna, go through and think, yeah, glad I picked this one up. So well done, Brent, and thank you very much for talking to us.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure. And one of these days I'm gonna get over there and go to one of your the Grim gatherings, right?
I really hope so. We get everybody, because you'd be so fantastic on the lineups that we tend to have. That kind of I call it comic book fantasy just because it's kind of all awesome. But that kind of lineup you'd be perfect on, so you would be most welcome for sure.
It would be really fun. So I always have to point out to people, not always, but sometimes I have to point out to people, like in the UK, I'm from Oregon on the west coast of the US. I'm farther from New York than New York is from London. So for me to get over there, it's like, it sucks that it's hard to do it, but we'll be back sometime. But it's quite a bit of a flight to get over there. But someday we'll be back, and maybe the next book, the last book, they'll send me all over the place. So I hope to come visit again, because it's always been a blast.
And if Fancy Faction had like a bit bigger budget, we'd have like a map come up when you were saying how far away Oregon and the UK and London. But we don't.
So here's America, and I'm over here, and Florida is here.
Awesome.
And so you guys are like, here.
To be
Look,
honest, we
who
can't
needs
even afford
graphics?
that, Brent. Awesome. Thank you very much.
On that note, thank you. Thanks to Fantasy Faction. You guys do great work.
Awesome. Thank you, Brent.